Alrighty guys, how's it going today? So as you see, it's pretty black out. It's dark out, there's no sun. And the windy is frig too. Very windy, but it feels amazing out though. It's like 60 something, almost 80. Or no, I mean almost 70, so got some leaves to clean up, but yeah, pretty nice out. It's gonna be like that for the next week. So been doing some stuff in the gardens, and my friend showed up to cut the oats, whatever there is for oats. I see nothing but damn weeds, but he sees oats in there, I guess. So let him waste his fuel if he wants. I ain't paying for it. So, but anyways, this video is for double strike again, and stupid leaves going crunchy crunch. Stupid things, get out of here. He's thinking about, he wants to rent a piece of machinery out for a project he's got going on. I can't remember what he wanted to do with it, but I think it was to level some ground out or something, I guess, for some reason. I can't remember. I thought he was talking to me about chickens or something. I don't know, but I can't remember. That was quite some time ago when he was talking about that. But they want to rent out something to, I guess, like smooth the ground out, I guess, or whatever he wants to do. And he was thinking about, I guess it was his dad too, or somebody else was thinking about it with him, that they wanted to rent out a big John Deere backhoe. It's like a 710 or something like that. And I went and Googled that. I think they're way too big. You'd end up, for one, you'd be putting major ruts in the ground. Even though the ground's probably dry, I don't know when when it rained at your place, but here it just rained not too long ago, so the ground, the damn thing would just go right through the ground. So, but I find those things, for another thing too, is I think renting the thing. I don't remember how much exactly. I think for bobcat, I think they charge you. Can't remember how they did it. I thought they did it like every hour, or maybe they do it once a day. I don't know. I guess it depends on how you're going to rent it. If you plan on renting it for a day, I think they would charge you by the hour. I don't know, but I think it's like $100 an hour or something like that. I don't know what the hell it is, but that's just for a bobcat skid steer. If you rent out a big old backhoe from John Deere, they're going to really sock it to you. You're talking, who knows? I don't know. I've never talked to John Deere about renting machine from them. I just know about bobcat. So, but I kind of figured you'd be talking maybe $300 an hour. I don't know. And even if you do rent it from someone like a good buddy or something, they're still going to kind of charge you a lot. You're better off trying to get your work done in one day, or even in less than that, so then you're not spending so much damn money on it. You'd be spending, well, if they charge you $500 a day, let's say, and you rent it for 2 days, that's $1,000 right there that just went into renting it. Another thing is too with backhoes. Yeah, they got more horsepower. Of course, they got 4-wheel drive. And yeah, they can lift more. But the thing is that they're really heavy, and they're just a son of a bitch to drive. With skid steers, they can do a 360 on themselves. They just right around, and that's it. It's actually faster to work with a skid steer than it would be with a backhoe. Backhoes are mostly for digging. They just put loaders on them, I guess, just so if you need a loader, then you got it. But they're mainly used for ditching, or digging trenches, or shit like that. A skid steer can do it too. You can put backhoes on them too. But if you plan on working in small places, a skid steer is the best thing to, it's the best way to go, because you can just do a 360 on it, and there you go. And you can rent them, of course, with 2-speed transmissions, cab, heat, and blah, blah, blah. Well, I got books here to show you, but, there was a time where I was going to rent a bobcat because I had some stumps and stuff I wanted to get ripped out. But I never got around to it. Plus, the bobcat dealer I wanted to go to, they didn't do renting. They just sold equipment and parts. That was it. So, stupid, but, you know, that's the way they are. So, really, it'd be, I find it better. And plus, another thing, too, with bobcat, with skid steers, you can put way more attachments on them than you could, you know, a John Deere backhoe. I mean, they will give you some attachments, but the Bobcat and I think John Deere skid steers, they give you, you can put way more attachments on them, you know. If you guys don't want to go with a Bobcat skid steer, you can go with a John Deere skid steer. It's just, I mean, any skid steer, you know, it's the same. So, just obviously made by a different company, but as long as it's a skid steer, it's the best way to go, you know. So, I guess we'll get on with the books here, but another, if you don't want to go with a skid steer, you could go with an all-wheel skid steer kind of thing, you know. So I got two books here to show you. One is just the skid steers. I ordered these from Bobcat about a couple months ago. It took about a week to get here. I don't know. But this is for the new skid steers now. You probably won't be able to see much with the glare. But this is just the skid steers itself. Okay, we'll just kind of go through it real quick here. You know, it kind of explain why and stuff to go skid steers. So they can pivot 360 degrees, allowing you to easily, you know, get into tight places. Low cost if you wanted to actually own one. Easy to see your work with it, you know. It's got better fuel. It just burns fuel easier. That's a Bobcat S770. I told Double Strike to get a S850 or something like that. But, you know, if you find that too big, you can downsize. See, this is what they can do. See how he's in such a tight spot? Okay. See, that's what you can do with them, you know. Good luck getting a goddamn backhoe into that, you know. Good luck with that. So, but here they, you know, they got, you know, all different kind of tires and stuff and breakers and stuff. That's what that book there is about. There's attachments. Now this is a Bobcat 850, S850. You can compare it kind of to the houses, how big it is and stuff, and to the ground. That's a pretty big Bobcat. I think that's like 92 horsepower. So they're kind of like maintenance-free chain cases and stuff. This is a Bobcat S590. This is the Bobcat I wanted to get. And I'll explain about what these new models. These new models here replace some of the older models. Of course, they got smart cooling stuff. You can choose it between this kind of lift design. It just goes straight up. Kind of, they show you what good they are. And then you got this kind of skid steer lift, which is more of a straighter kind of. You get more reach at mid range. This is an S630. This one here, and this is an S650. This one right here. You guys can scan. If you guys got a smartphone, you could probably scan that to see the video on it. This is where you can run your attachments. Right here. Obviously on the loader, it's, you know, that's kind of, you know. You have your choices, of course, of this kind of key start. There's keyless start. And I think that's it, really. They got optional keyless panel, so you can put in a password so no one can steal your machines and stuff. I'll just kind of show you around. And then Double Strike was saying something about that Bobcat has the same controls as an excavator. Yes and no. The standard controls are the foot pedals that operate the lift arms in the bucket, and then these things here, the joysticks, operate your steering. That's standard controls, but they also have other controls. So here's another shot of them, if you can see them okay. I don't know if you can see that. But you can change it. It's in this book here somewhere, where it's just like an excavator. All these joysticks here, just these two joysticks, can operate loader, bucket, attachment, and turning. The foot pedals don't do anything. So it's pretty neat. Of course, you can get it with a radio and air conditioning and stuff. You know, they allow, with the cab forward design, you get a better view of your attachments and larger rear windows for better visibility. Yeah, see, here's what they got. Bobcat standard controls, which is what I like. The Advanced Control System, or ACS, allows you to do hands and feet or just hands only. And then they got the selectable joystick, or SJC. Allows you to switch between ISO and H patterns by a dash-mounted switch, which means you can run it just like a Bobcat excavator, but it's a skid steer. It's for those people that run excavators more than they do skid steers, and they want that same feeling in their skid steers, so they're not so like, oh my god, I can't drive this thing now, I'm not used to it, you know. Better cleaning crap, you know, and stuffs. And here's a little sneak peek of attachments. So, yeah, see, and then you just push in your hydraulic hoses, and there you go. Yeah. So, now this is what I was talking to Double Strike about, get an all-wheel skid steer. That is the Bobcat, I think it's a Bobcat A770. Can't read that. But it allows you to go from skid steer mode to all-wheel steer, you know. You can see that. The red arrow is skid steer mode. All-wheel steer is the brown. Shows you what the turning radius is on them. And of course you can see how it skid steers. You can get in with turf tires too if you wish to. Double Strike was saying that he didn't want something that would tear up the sod too bad. Well, that would be the way to go then. You can get older model Bobcats. I think the Bobcat Bobcat A300. I think it's a little bit smaller than these guys, but it still does the same thing as this one here. This just tells you information on them. But this is the one that I like the best. The Bobcat A770 will lift. I can't remember what it was. I think it can lift almost 3,000 pounds. Rated operating capacity, or ROC. I'm guessing it'll pick up 6,000 pounds. I think, or that's not tipping point though, or is it? No. Rated, well. Oh no, wait a minute. If it has the rear counterweights on it, it'll lift 6,000 pounds. But if without it, it'll only lift 3,000 pounds. Tipping load is, I think it's about the same. I don't know. I can't really understand that, but cab height, blah blah blah. Yeah, we don't need that. Travel speed is available, you know, for these loaders. Horsepower. They have it all the way from 23 up to 92 horsepower. And the S550 all the way up are turbocharged. All the way under they're not. They're just regular diesel engines. Of course, you know, all the stuff's optional or standard. I mean, these things have a lot of crap in them that really, even to me, I get confused on. 2-speed tranny. On the Bobcat S850 and A770, it's standard. Under, it's optional for your loader. Okay. And then you can get some Bobcat gear. Alright. I actually got some little collectible models too. And this is where they've been. So yeah. Okay, well, I'll show you here. The Bobcat S570 replaces the S185, which is my favorite loader. That's the new version of it, but they renamed it, obviously, or renumbered it, so it is now the S750. The S590, which is the new loader I like, replaces the S205. Another good loader, and so on, right? So, the S510 replaces the S150. The S530 replaces the S175. And the S550 replaces the S660, yeah. And then you got the S570 replaces the S185. S590, 205 replaces that. T550 replaces the T180. The T590 replaces the T190. So these are the new versions of the old loaders. Obviously because they got the new cab forward design and stuff, you know, fancier loaders and stuff, right? So I tell you, I think the your best bet would be, well, if you wanted the all-wheel steer skid steer, you could get that. But in other words, I think you'd be better off with either the S570 or the S590. Those loaders are perfect. The horsepower, I think, on them was S570. It's turbocharged at 61 horsepower. S590 is 66 horsepower, also turbocharged. So, and then the S850 is 92. The S850 and the S770 are both 92 horsepower, turbocharged. So that's, I mean, they're probably overkill, but you know, if you really had to downsize on a loader, if you couldn't get the the S850 or the A770, your best bet would be either the S570 or the S590 Bobcat loaders, you know. So I like the S590, but that one replaces the S205. So then the 570 replaces the what does that one replace again? The S570 replaces the S185. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I like. Attachments. This is just a thinner book, but Bobcat loader attachments. So, first page, we got angle broom, auger, whatever that word is, planetary, never heard of it. It's got the asphalt paver tools, I guess, whatever the hell that does. Automatic grading control laser. Another kind of an auger, that's for smaller track loaders. You can get backhoes, bale forks, boring units, or whatever the hell that is. Something for pipes. Box blades, forestry cutters, grapple, breaker, concrete breaker, grater, grapple root, which means it's kind of, it's not a bucket, it's for if you go into the dirt, I guess it'll remove the roots and let dirt fall through, I believe. Brush cat rotary cutters, grapple farm, you know, these are the light grapples for farm use. Land plane, just kind of like a leveler, I guess, kind of thing. Well, here's even some more. Let's see, a box blade, blah blah blah. Brush saw. Buckets, all different sizes. Bucket and grill guard. Spill guard. Well, that's something new. Chipper. It's kind of like a 4-in-1 bucket, but they don't really say that. Concrete mixer. Concrete pump. Digger. Dozer blade. Flare cutter, whatever the hell that is. Dumping hopper. Drop hammer. Flip over to the next page here. Landscape rake. You guys can't see that. Mower. Packer wheel. Well, that's for the excavators. Pallet forks. Planer. Push broom. That's a new one. Rear stabilizers. That's for if you plan on running a backhoe. You would have to have that put on. Rebar bender. That's a new one. Rock bucket. Scarifier, which I guess is like a ripper for the ground. A scraper. I guess that breaks like snow and ice and crap up. Seeder. This also has the 3-point hitch on it. So you can go from, say, skid steer to tractor with just one attachment. Sleet fence installer, if I'm saying that right. Snow blade. Snow V-blade. Sod layer. Snow pushers. Snow blowers. Next page. Holy shit, they got a lot of attachments. Soil converter. It's like a tiller, however the hell you say that. Seeder. Steel tracks for skid steers. Stump grinder, which is what I need. Sweeper. Sweeps forward and or reverse. I guess so you can suck it up. Tiller. Tree spade. Tree fork. Tilt something. I guess it's where if you go on a hill, the bucket will turn straight, so you're not spilling your crap, right? Trencher. Trench compactor. Whatever the hell that is. That's a new one. Wheel saw. Water kit, which is I guess it's for like angle brooms and stuff that you can keep the dust down. And a roller. And then they show how their bobcat works. If you guys want to pause that and read it, if you wish to. I just fell. Piece of plastic. So yeah. Itchy. So there you go. Gonna need that. I just put it in the hoard of junk. So, yeah, I don't know. I just think, oh yeah, by the way, haircut. Freaking rights. So, $17 for a haircut. Whatever. So, I mean, it's kind of, this is what I need, definitely. It's that hydraulic breaker. I got that old sidewalk in front of my house. That thing could freaking get lost, I tell you. Makes the ground very, and it just, holy shit, you get choked. You want to fall asleep, forget about it. That'll wake you up. So, windy, cool, me like. So, yeah, so, I mean, I find it better. I mean, I know I think it was your dad or someone's probably going to be like, he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. I think it's better if you just get a John Deere, 710, but for one, I think it's going to cost you more. It's going to be extremely heavy on the ground. You're going to get fucking ruts no matter what. Unless you go, well, if you get an all-wheel skid steer, if you get it with turf tires, 2 days later you wouldn't even know you were there. So, but you can go with regular egg tires, but they'll obviously leave a little bit more of a mark in the ground, but you ain't really going to know it. If you think you left ruts, you could either backfill it with more dirt, or you could just get a roller and just roll it out and you'd be good. I mean, there's many ways of taking care of yard problems, but like my yard. I clearly need to get a damn bobcat down here. I need to level my ground out too, my yard, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. So, but you know, I'm pretty sure with John Deere or those John Deere backhoes, they're not really. Well, for one, they're just too goddamn long. That's the thing, you know. I mean, a skid steer is really short. You know, it's skinny. I don't know if it's said in here or not, but I can look here quick. See what their length was. I know their height was pretty good, but I read it would say right here. I think. I don't think so. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Oh, maybe it was under the other thing. Yeah, here we go, I think. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, we gotta find letter G. Letter G, letter G, letter G. Right here. That's not the one we want. Okay, then we have to go down here. Make sure we got the right one. Letter G. That is the length of how long the bobcat is from the tip of the bucket to the rear bumper. So G, the S570 is, make sure we got the right one, is 141.6 inches long, or 395.97 millimeters long, however the hell you say that. Oh, hey, moth, don't eat me. I don't want to die. Don't hurt me. Okay. So, if you wanted to get the Bobcat A770, let's go find the letter G again, because I lost it. Here it is. Same thing. It's 141.6 inches long. So, not a very long, they're not very long, okay? The height of them, if you want to know the stupid height, let's see, letter B, that's from the bottom of the wheels to the very top of the cab. And that is, what the hell is it again? Letter B. And that's the S, for the S, or the A770, if I can speak some frickin' English. B, right there, is 81.3 inches tall, which it would most likely just barely fit in my garage. Back here, I'm not quite sure. I know that's only like 70-something inches tall. So, and then with the, of course, with the loader all the way up and bucket curled in, letter A, the total height of the loader with the booms in the air and the bucket tilted back is 153.6 inches. That's all the way up. So, yeah, I can show you here. If you guys would like to take a look. So letter G is from the tip of the bucket to the end of the loader, which is where the bumper is. They added a bumper on these new loaders. So letter G, right? Yep, letter G. Find letter G. Find the loader you want. So the A770. Like I said, what the hell is it again? So yeah, 141 inches. If you guys wanted to get an S7 or 570, find letter G again. Goddamn, the light's getting in the way. G. 133 inches long. I believe that's how long the loader is, right? So, yeah. And you know, when people ask me questions, I usually kind of get this every once in a while, especially from my own family members. They're like, how the hell do you know so much on bobcat loaders and other shit? It's free. I didn't even have to pay for that. Bobcat had to. Well, they picked the slowest shipping possible, so. But hey, I didn't pay for the books, you know. So frickin' rights. I love that kind. I love it when stuff's free. I mean, Bobcat's a millionaire, you know. I mean, they make tons and tons of fucking money. Unbelievable. And they just gave away their millionth loader to a dude that his dad bought his first Bobcat. Well, he's dead now. He's buried in the mountains. And his dad's first bobcat loader is actually sitting on top of his grave. So that's why Bobcat gave him the millionth loader that was made, which I don't know what the hell the model number was, but there is a YouTube video to that. I will put the link below so you guys can check out that millionth loader that he got. There was another guy that got second place, but I don't know who the hell it was. But, well, it says on Bobcat, but, you know. So, yeah. You can visit bobcat.com, or you can visit, I think if you just put bobcat.com/skidsteer, it'll take you right to their skid steer stuff. So you don't have to, you know, like, have to search for it. It'll automatically take you to all their skid steer crap. But, you know, even if you guys, let's say you guys got a mountain pile of dirt hauled in, and you guys got the 710 John Deere, and you guys got the biggest bucket possible, you're still not going to push that whole mountain pile of dirt. It's not going to happen unless you get a goddamn bulldozer. But, you know, a skid steer, yeah, you're not going to be able to push that, but you don't need to. You don't need that whole pile of dirt at once. You just need to grab small bucket loads, and you go from there. You know, you don't just push it all over and, hey, it's leveled, good enough. You know, that's not the way it works, you know. You literally have to take your time leveling ground out. It's really, I mean, especially if you were like a construction, you worked at construction, and you're going to build a home, that ground has to be level, you know, so, but, you know, I mean, they obviously do it with, I don't really see a lot of those big backhoes really anymore. I think they're mostly replacing them now with skid steers because they find them cheaper to run. You know, with Bobcat, their machines are freaking damn near maintenance free. You know, I mean, with John Deere backhoes, I mean, they would be maintenance free for the period of time of you guys owning it or renting it, you know, but if you should have a breakdown, you know, during that day, well, it's just not going to happen with a Bobcat. With a John Deere, it probably would, but, you know, I don't know. I'm just saying that you guys are going to find out that it's going to be a little harder with a backhoe, you know, and with a John Deere 710 backhoe, they're probably like 1,000,000 feet long, you know, because they got the loader on the front, they got the you know, they got the backhoe thing on the back. So you really you'd just be better off getting a skid steer because you're on the smaller. You know, Bobcat offers many different sizes. I mean, you guys need to sit down and think, okay, well, what are we going to do with this loader? You know, are we just going to level ground? Are we going to cut trees? You know, I mean, what are you going to do with it? That's what you have to figure out. If you're just going to move dirt and level ground, you don't need a super huge skid steer, you know. You can get smaller, well, they're not super small, but they're smaller than those newer loaders, but there's like a Bobcat A1 something. It was a little smaller, but it was an older loader, but it's got less horsepower than what these have, but that might be, you know, just right. Or you guys could go with the A300. I think that was a little bit less horsepower, had a little less horsepower in it, but I don't know by much. I didn't bring I actually got the book from a couple years ago too. I usually just, you know, hang on to them. So, but these newer loaders are definitely, I mean, you guys don't have to get a brand new loader either. You can, obviously, if you're going to rent one, you should just get a used one. I mean, there's no point of buying a brand new loader and breaking them in, you know, let someone else do that, you know. You want a machine that's already broken in so you can just go right to work and not have to wait for it to warm up or break it in, you know. Well, you should let diesel engines warm up, but you don't have to break them in. They're already broke in, you know, so. But yeah. But see, you know, another thing too with those backhoes, they don't really give you a lot of attachments. So, I mean, I think they give you buckets, you know, all different size buckets pretty much. Pallet forks. Really, I think that's it. That's really all they give you. I don't really know a lot about those 710s, but, you know, they're just not necessary for what you're going to use them for. I mean, if you're going to dig a lot of ditches, you know, and crap, then it's, you know, then it's a little more better. But I just think that you guys are gonna get ripped off more with a John Deere 710 than you would a Bobcat, you know. So I mean, because Bobcat gives you more options. I think for a brand new Bobcat, depending on what model you want, they run, Jesus, I think anywhere from 30,000 to like, if you get it with attachments too, depending on how many attachments you get, you're talking maybe 80,000 bucks. You know, if you wanted a brand new loader. I was thinking about getting a used S185 because that's my favorite loader from Bobcat. I think they're still asking anywhere from 20 to like 40,000. You know, it depends on their what kind of condition they're in. If they're really good looking, yeah, you're gonna have to pay a lot for them. But if you want one that's all beat up and rusty and no paint, you know, and like 10,000 hours, you know, you're talking maybe, hell, you're probably even talking way under 20 grand, you know. I mean, you know, but you know, whatever. It'd be a good project to work on, you know, to rebuild a loader, but no one's got time for that crap, you know. I don't. But yeah, so I don't know. It's, you know, it's up to you guys. I just think you guys would have more. You guys would get done a lot quicker with a skid steer than you would a John Deere. Because see, like I said, with skid steers, you can do a 360 turn with them. An excavator or a backhoe, you can't do that. You know, I mean, you would have to. If you were in a tight space, you'd be doing a 7-point turn. You know, a little bit at a time. You know, until you get to that point. But you know, with a skid steer, turn around, be done with it. You know, skid steers are really, well, for one, they've come a long way since 1958. You know, Bobcat's been out for a long freaking time. Bobcat does not fuck around when it comes to their machines. All right, you get a damn good machine, used or not. You know, yeah. They started in 1958 to 2000. Well, that says 2009, but they've been out. It's 2014 now, but. And every year, they're always coming up with something new. You know, they're always giving you the next best thing to come, you know, to get with those loaders, you know. But, you know, for what you guys just plan on doing, I would say rent out a skid steer. Or a all-wheel steer, skid steer kind of thing. Get yourself, if you guys are going to have soil brought into you, which I don't think you are, you would just want a bucket with a cutting edge on it. That's all you would want. But if you plan on digging into the ground, get a bucket with a tooth bar on it. Get it with the teeth, all right? Because if you don't, you're still going to dig in, but it's going to take more power. You know, you're really going to be lugging her down on that dirt, you know, especially if it's hard as a damn rock. So, because I mean, a Bobcat will dig in, but it'll dig in a hell of a lot more if you put a tooth bar on that. I don't think you can remove them, but well, maybe it could. Well, you'd have to unbolt them. That's kind of a pain in the ass. So it'd be easier just to rent 2 buckets. But if you can level with either bucket. But if you want it, you know, perfect, just rent out a what the hell would they call that stupid thing? What the hell would they call that? I can't remember. Freak sakes. It was a grader. But you can also get them. You can get them with the leveler, level thingy. And what that does is you preset that to, I guess, to what you want it to be at. And then you put the leveler on the end of your property, or where it's not going to be in your damn way, right? And then you put the other, there's going to be another sumbitch that gets bolted to the loader, or magnetized to the loader, however the hell that works. And then if you're going too high, or if you're going too low, it'll start beeping at you, and there's also 2 green lights and a red light, I think. Or no, actually I think there might be 2 red lights and a green light. The green light means you're perfect. You're digging at the right depth, or however deep you want to go. And then I think there's going to be like red arrows or something, I don't know. One means up, one means down. Obviously, either you're going up too high or you're going too low, right? So that's so you get a perfect level, you know. And if you're going to put a building on it, that's what you want. Unless you just want to be a stupid ass and just, you know, you could just do it with a bucket and eyeball it. But this is for the people that are lazy and they just, you know, are planning on doing a lot of ground, right? So if you planned on doing a house, you would want that. If you plan on doing like a chicken coop, which I think that's what Double Strike 1 was talking about way long ago, but I can't remember. You could do it with that too, but it might just, you could probably just do it with a bucket. If it's too high, pound her down. If it's too low, you add to it. You know, it's all really just on how much you guys are willing to rent out for the day. If you're just gonna level, I don't know how big you guys want it, but let's say you're gonna make it the size of my shop. I don't know how big the shop is, but there's another guy that had asked a question on that, but I'm not gonna do it now. Well, if you get an idea how big my shop is, let's say you're gonna do a chicken coop that size, or a building that size. I guess you could do it with, you know, a bucket and you know, or a level system. You know, it's, I don't know. It's really up to you guys what you guys want to do. But I find it easier with a loader, because, or a bobcat, you know, a bobcat loader thing, because it's just, they can just get the job done so much faster. You know, it's unbelievable how quick you can work. I mean, if you did a building this size right here, you could do it probably within maybe 2 hours, if you know what the hell you're doing, you know. So, and if Double Strike's the only one that's got the most experience running machines, it's better that he does it, because, you know, talk to freaking Bobcat. They would tell you what to do. I mean, if you don't know how to run a fucking loader, they would be more than glad to show you how. You know, I went to the John Deere dealer. They didn't even tell me how to fucking run my John Deere. I just went and got it, and there you go. But I mean, I didn't ask them to. You know, I mean, I figured, well, hell, you can learn it on your own. And if you were to buy a Bobcat loader, they'll give you a goddamn book to look at too. So if you don't know what the hell you're doing, you go to the book. But if you wanted to know, if you're just going to rent the machine for a day, or maybe just a couple hours, and you have no clue on how to run a loader, they'll show you. They'll tell you what to do. They'll tell you what not to do. Like, stand under the loader when it's up in the air, you know. And if you do that, you're stupid. But, you know, whatever. So, but, you know, whatever. It was up to you guys. If you guys want to rent a big old John Deere, you know, you can. But I think John Deere's going to, you know, I mean, you're going to end up putting more money into it. Because, you know, if you rent that thing for even probably just 2 hours, hell, they might even charge you $300 an hour. You know, I mean, it's because, you know, they want to get as much money as possible out of us. So, and I think Bobcat, they only do, like I said, I can't remember what they do an hour or a day, but, you know, it just, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But, you know, it's, if I were to had to rent out a piece of machinery, it would be a Bobcat, you know, because it's just, it gets the job done more easily, you know, it gets it done faster. You know, I wish I was doing the same thing as he was doing, because you know what, you guys could go rent out a goddamn 710. I'll go rent me a fucking Bobcat, and we'll see who gets done the fastest. 10 to 1, I'm going to kick your guys' asses, and I'm going to have my ground leveled out long for you guys to even get the damn deer down the road, you know. I mean, it's just so much simpler, really. I mean, if Double Strike's dad has no clue how to run machineries, but Double Strike does, let him do it. You know, because he's younger, his brain probably works a lot better. You know, I mean, if he wants to learn how to run machinery, let the kid do it. You know, he's 17, 18 fucking years old. Yeah, he can run machinery. He can run it damn well. You know, and damn good too. I've been running machinery since I was fucking 7. I've been running tractors since I was fucking 7. I haven't ran any like skid steers, but you know, I'm gonna be 23 pretty soon, so I've been going at it for however many years now, and I can run that you know, like my friend's IH tractor. I can run that like I've been, you know, like it's nothing, you know. Put the bitch in the high, and you just put the throttle all the way up, and you go. You know, that's it. You know, I mean, and he was saying, Double Strike was saying something that he has to learn. He would have to learn, I guess, how to run a skid steer, because I don't think he's ever ran one. Well, like I said, Bobcat will tell you, but it's really not that hard, you know. And then once you get the hang of it, oh my God, you're gonna be what's the word I'm looking for? You're gonna be the best motherfucker out there. You're gonna be better than your dad or your mother. You know, I mean, kids, you know, obviously, like my brain and his brain are still kind of in the learning stage. You know, we're still learning things. Well, there you go. Now he can learn how to run a Bobcat, and then when he's 50 years old, says, "Oh, I need to go give you another Bobcat." He knows what to do. You know. Yeah, maybe he doesn't know now, but watch out in the future, young man. You know, you'll be running that thing like it's nothing. You know, on my John Deere tractor that I run that like it's nothing. And the same with Big Red. You know, when the first day I drove them things, I was very, very nervous, and I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. But you know, I kind of read the book too, right? So, but now, I don't even have to think on what to do. I just know what to do. I can hop on that tractor, turn the key, put the blades on, and I don't even have to think about it. I don't have to think, okay, what do I do now? You know, that's what you do on the first day when you buy something brand new. But, you know, now, you know, it's simple. I can just be done with it, you know. What took me 2 hours to mow this yard when I first bought the tractor now takes me about, probably not even an hour, like an hour. You know, it took me quite some time to mow this yard because, for one, I didn't know my yard very well, and two, I didn't know how to run my John Deere tractor. So it took me maybe 2-3 hours to mow my yard. Now I can do it within like an hour. And if I did my yard today, I could probably do it in half an hour if I put the pedal all the way down, but I don't, because then it won't cut nice. So I just kind of cut slow a little bit, and it cuts pretty good and looks nice for the rest of the week. So yeah, I do apologize for a super long video, but you know, I hate it when people say, you know, Double Strike was saying that, you know, he has no clue how to kind of run those loaders. Well, that kind of takes me off, because for one, you can do it. You know, if you can take a damn computer apart and fix it, you know, you can run a piece of machinery too. You know, I mean, it's just so simple nowadays. I mean, back in the day, machinery were probably a little harder to drive, you know, but now, well, the tractors with clutches, you know, like my friend's big IH there, that's got a clutch, and the clutch is a little stiff, you know. So it really takes a lot of your leg power to get that clutch to move. Well, nowadays, it's just flip a damn lever, and there you go. You're either in reverse or you're in drive. With Bobcat loaders, it's damn near the same. That must be the neighbor taking off for work, I think. But yeah, so, you know, Double Strike, if you do rent out a Bobcat, don't be, you know, nervous about it. Just do it, you know. I mean, you'll get the hang of it easily, probably within like 5 minutes. Just, you know, when you first start driving the thing, you're going to be a little nervous, and you're probably going to, you know, just go real slow until you get used to how the machine reacts to your, you know, to how the height, you got to get used to how the thing moves around and stuff. And then once you get used to that, you'll be going top speed, So, it's like I said, it's pretty simple. There's nothing to it. I mean, tell you the truth, guys. Oh my God, that's plane. That scared the crap out of me. It's got its headlights on. Look at that. Can you guys see that okay? Yes, you can. That's an airplane. I'm not going to do me any good to zoom in on it. Holy shit. Holy crap. I seen those two lights. I was like, what the fuck's that, an alien ship coming after me? I was like, oh crap, I'm going to die. I don't really feel like dying tonight. So, I mean, that's kind of like maybe when I'm 90, I'll die, but not today. So, but hey, whatever. So yeah, I do apologize for a super long video. It's just, I gotta get this crap off my mind and give it to him so he can take advantage of it and use it. But, I will tell you this. I've never ran a bobcat a day in my life. And I could just go hop in one and drive it. Because you know why? For one, I watch YouTube videos. I go on their website. And I get these books and I read them. And that tells me what I need to do. How to drive them, operate them, and how to maintain them, which is what you guys need to do to your John Deere. Maintain the motherfucker, or it'll just blow up in your face one day. So, this is for Double Strike. I'm still waiting for that damn red snowblower to blow up. Come on, blow it up. If you blow up your sumbitch, I'll blow up this sumbitch. I don't really like it anyway. It's going to be useless now. All the gardens are hard as a freaking rock. And yes, we did finish picking our pumpkins and squash. They're done. They're not going to do anything. They're useless to even try to have. So, they got hit with frost. So, yeah. I apologize for a 52-minute video. You guys are probably dead by now. If you guys have survived this long, I'm pretty freaking right. I'm pretty happy about that because most of my videos, put you to sleep right away. So that's not good, but whatever. So I figured I'll just tell get out of here, you frick. I swallowed a damn mosquito earlier today. That sucked. Fuck. Well, they were so damn bad in the garden. I was like, holy crap. And usually I don't swallow them. They get stuck right in there. And then 20 minutes later, I'm throwing it back up. Ugh. God, I hate the freaking things. I thought they were done. I got like freaking, 80 today? So they all came back, just like that. Stupid knobs. So yeah, I'm going to take off. I do apologize for the super long video. Just wanted to tell you guys this little bit. So, that's really it. I don't really know what else to tell you. If I remember to put the links below, well, I guess I don't have to remember right now because stupid ass me watches these videos before I even upload them. Make sure they turned out all right. So, but I'm sure if I watch this video, I'm sure I'll remember. But so, guys, I guess I'm going to take off. I'm going to go do a couple other things here quick. She's dark. She is dark. I got a couple other things to do here quick, and then I guess I'll be done for tonight. I got things planned tomorrow, but I can upload this thing early in the morning and it should be done by dark. And I don't think I'm going to be throwing an intro in because for these long videos it takes too damn long to edit and process. So just a straight upload, title it, description it, whatever, and set the stupid category. That's the word I'm looking for. A category, and there you go. So yeah, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.